Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final of Scania Top Team 2013. I would like to welcome you as a live audience here in Södertälje, Sweden, the heart of Scania. You have a really important role to play here during this broadcast, because all of this is filmed and broadcasted live stream out all around the world, so families and friends and fans can watch their favorite teams win this World Championship of Service Technicians. My name is Fredrik Svan, and I have the pleasure to be your host here during this broadcast for an hour, the next hour or so. But I will not do this alone. By my side, I have a real Scania expert. Please welcome Harald Cederberg, Director of the Technical Training of Scania Academy.
Thank you.
Welcome, Harald. Before we start, could you just tell us a little about what is this Top Team all about? Why is Scania doing this?
I mean, Top Team is a simple and genius concept. What we do is that we combine training and teamwork in a competition. And by doing that, we create a possibility to have an even more efficient service for our customers.
And great fun.
Absolutely. That's an important part of this.
But why is it so important for Scania then?
I mean, we have a lot of customers around the globe, and then they need to keep on rolling. And by doing this, we have skilled and competent service staff that will make them continuously roll and do their work.
Okay. And now we're here at the final of this Scania Top Team 2013. Are you excited?
Very much so, yeah.
So many cue cards.
Yeah.
Well, it's so exciting. Yeah. And now we're here, yeah?
Yes, it's been fantastic. I mean, we have a competition this year with record numbers. From the beginning, we had 63 countries around the globe starting up.
Wow. And
from that, we had over 8,000 participants from the beginning. 8,000. And of that, 1,500 teams. And now we have
10 teams here in Södertälje. A round of applause, yeah. And there have been like region finals and stuff like that?
Yes, I mean, to find those 10 teams that we actually have had here this weekend or this week, we started in April already with a regional final for Asia and Oceania. And from that regional final, we welcomed Team New Zealand.
Oh, and Australia? Yeah.
And also Team Australia.
Yeah.
And we also, Australia has a tradition. Australia had the winning team in 2011.
They have a tradition of winning. Yeah, okay.
And then we continue. In June, we went to Sao Paulo. And from that regional final, we welcomed Peru.
Yeah.
And Argentina to Södertälje. And then, finally, we spent 3 weekends in Koblenz in Germany, meeting all the top teams from Europe, all of them, and to select 6 of them. And that was Switzerland, Austria, Germany, Italy, Slovakia, and Finland.
Okay, thank you, Harald. There's a lot of teams that have come a long way here to Södertälje to compete. And all of these 10 teams, they arrived a couple of days ago and have been competing in different kind of service skills. And today, there is only 3 teams left. Now it's time to determine the final winner of the Scania Top Team World Championship. Let's start. This is the final of Scania Top Team 2013. Welcome up, in blue colors, Kirkko Puiston Sissit from Finland! Yay! And in green colors, the Southern Stars from Australia. And at last, in yellow, the Kiwis from New Zealand. So, welcome all the teams and congratulations. You are the top 3 finalists of the World Championship here. It's brilliant. But we also have the 7 other teams that have competed. And I also want to just give a warm round of applause and love to the other 7 teams. They are among the 10 best teams in the world. Out of 1,500 teams, these 7 teams that is here in the audience, give them a round of applause as well. Thank you. Great work. Fantastic. So, are you ready for the final? Yeah, good. Okay, Australia, you're on it. That's good. Yes? Harald, the
Yes.
teams are at place.
Yes.
The judges in the white shirts, you can see them there. And the team coordinators that will be translating if necessary to their, I'm sure New Zealand and Australia will do all right, but maybe Finland need a little translation. And so, are you ready?
I'm ready, for sure.
Let's start! Here we go!
Yes.
During the final, the teams have to solve 4 different challenges, both theoretic and practical. The teams will compete side to side and have to work within their workstations. You see them with yellow markings. Every challenge will be on time and have a max time per station. The max time will appear on the screen up there, and it will be counting down the time. The team that solved their challenge first will get a certain benefit. And when you can start and when time is up, you will hear this sound. There you go. And then you have to stop working at your station if you're not ready. But if you're ready, then your team leader has to go over here and press, if you're ready, before the time is up, and press this button. And that is a signal for the judge to control that you're ready with the first task and you're okay to move on to the next station, to the next challenge, and wait in the other teams there. Is it clear? Brilliant. So you will be rewarded if you solve the challenge before the other teams. Second and third place will get time penalties. If your team doesn't solve your challenge in time, or if you have any fault or wrong answers at your station, there will be more time penalties, a lot of penalties, yes? And that can be devastating for the final challenge. Because the final challenge only have place for 2 teams, and it will be the 2 teams that are ready first, of course. But you out there watching also have a very important role to play. Because when we're summing up all the points and penalties and seconds, we will also count your amount of likes on Facebook. So go into the Top Team Facebook page and like your favorite team here. So if you have a lot of friends online, that can be really a good benefit for the teams as well. And I wish you turn your phones off in the live audience, but if you haven't done that, maybe you can like some team before you do that. So, okay, but let's start with challenge 1. So, challenge 1 is a theoretic station. Important skills for this challenge is knowledge, experience, and teamwork. The teams have to solve 10 questions within a max time of 4 minutes. Every question will only have 1 right answer, but there will be 4 alternatives that the teams can choose from. So it's important to really discuss within the team before you answer, because you can't go back and change the answer afterwards, once you've answered. And when you're ready, do you know, teams, what you're going to do when you're ready? If you're ready before the final, what you're going to do? The button, all right. The team leader has to go to the red button and press it, and then the judge will control, and then you're ready to go to station number 2 and wait in the other teams. So, are you ready as an audience? Yeah. Are the teams ready? Yeah, okay. So let's start the challenge now. Well, we see now that they look pretty serious, pretty focused.
Absolutely. But they are quite used to this. They have had this theoretical station also yesterday and in the regional finals.
Yeah.
So it's not unknown to them.
And it's knowledge, experience, and teamwork that are important skills. Why is that so important?
I mean, here we have to rely on the knowledge from all team members. I mean, to bring that into the group. And I mean, it could be something that you learned yesterday, but it could also be something that you learned 20 years ago.
Because you're continuously developing.
Yes, and also that, I mean, that you speak up. If you think you know, you must add your knowledge to the team.
Yeah.
Which means also that you have to listen to all of your team members.
All 5
Yes.
are very important.
Because together you know more.
Are there any other skills that are really necessary for this challenge?
I think focus. I don't know if I need to say that because they look extremely focused, but focus, like in daily life, it's the small details that can make a difference. So
don't get too stressed.
No.
Yes. And why have you chosen this theoretic station to be a part of the challenge here? I mean, obviously they're not supposed to have everything in their head, I suppose.
No, it's to know system functions, the overall functions, buttons and also abbreviations.
Yeah.
And
it's good to know buttons too.
But based on that, I mean, it's a question of that you should be able to diagnose the fault on the vehicle as quickly as possible, and then you have to have this understanding.
And if you look at the teams right now, do you see any how are they working? Do you have any special tactics?
I think they are.
Some is a bit more quiet.
Yeah. I think all of them try to read at the same time, but someone has
It's
to
1 minute and 40 seconds left.
Yeah.
1 minute and 40 seconds left. I don't know how many questions they have left. If I can see that, what question they are. They're very secret. Okay, we will soon see if anyone is doing any progress towards the red button.
We talked about what type of questions. I mean, it could be a question like the customer saying, "Why is my engine revving when I'm shifting gear?"
Mm-hmm.
And that is because of the gear shifting system is doing that to make the gear shifting smoother. And it things that you should know and how it works and why. Yes, it's not the fault, it's functions.
Okay.
So that is really important too.
Okay, Finland now. Finland is the first team ready. Brilliant. And it's 55 seconds. 55 seconds. Now the judge is going to control that they are ready. The judge is there controlling now. So Finland let the judge in so she can check. She's checking now that everything is okay. And it's 38 seconds left till you hear the sound. So Finland is ready. And now second, it's Australia. And right after is New Zealand. Brilliant. Round of applause. Okay, so Finland. Who wants to speak a little with me? We're all ready, and the judges. Maybe we should wait until you moved on. Are the judges? Are you ready with the? Yes, they can move on to the next station here. Challenge number 2, I suppose it is. Yes. So you won. You were fastest at the first challenge. Why do you think so? Oh, are you?
I think because we were in the same country as Kimi Räikkönen, and he's very fast, so we are fast too.
All right. So you're very fast, but do you think you have the most right answers as well?
No, the road was very slippery, so a couple of corners went off.
A couple of corners went off. Okay, but you were fast. Thank you very much. Okay, Finland was the quickest team at challenge 1. They were really in the head. But to the other teams, I can just say this is only the beginning. And it's time for challenge number 2. And after this challenge, we're going to take a short pause to sum up all the wrong and right answers to see what the score is. Because after challenge 2, then there will be the time penalties will be of really importance until challenge 3 and 4. So the fastest and the teams with least wrong answers will start that challenge. It's a bit complicated, but everything will work out, I'm sure. Okay, as you understand, so this next challenge is really important, so you have to do your very best. And let's do challenge number 2. So Harald, this is a station where you really need your basic practice skills. And here is understanding, adaptiveness, and feeling key knowledges. The max time for this station is also 4 minutes. And but could you please help me out explaining this? Practical thing is not really my thing.
In this second challenge, they will actually tighten a nut according to specified torque.
That sounds easy.
Yes, but it's also to understand how difficult it is.
Mm-hmm.
So what they will do here is actually they will test one nut per team member, and then they will do the competition with with another nut. Yeah, exactly. And based on the deviation they have from the torque that they should adjust it to,
they're tightening it to an exact 14.
And then we measure the deviation, and the team's total deviation is the competing result.
Okay, so the lower deviation, the better.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So and also time penalty.
Yes.
And as the previous station, when you feel that you're ready, you run to the ready button and press it, and then the judge will check the result.
And wait in the other teams.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a very important challenge. Are you nervous? You are nervous in the audience. That's great. You have some great supporting there. Yes, don't be nervous, but be focused. Let's go. Now the second challenge starts. So now they're trying out the torque wrench.
Yeah.
And when they let go, there's a beep,
yes.
And they can see how
they can
tighten.
Exactly, they can see their own result.
Yeah.
And it's a question of doing it correctly, I mean, in a consistent way, like with the real torque wrench. I mean, you have to be consistent in how you're handling the tools. It's a question of respecting the tools and the quality. Because, I mean, in the end, it's quality vehicles we have, and we would like to keep that quality on the vehicles.
So it's really important that it is this 40 nanometers. That is how it's... But they don't screw it by hand.
Newton meters.
Newton meter. Oh, you see, practical skills.
Now, here it's important that they understand that it's difficult. If they should do it professionally, they should have a torque wrench.
All right, but so we see now New Zealand is now they can't see anything. So now they're just doing it, trying to adjust what they tried the first time.
Yes.
And the judges see the deviation.
Yes.
And if they tighten it too hard when they tried, it's going to go looser now. So what do you think of that is the third
I think the
2 minutes and 25 seconds, so take it easy.
the time is not an issue here. It's
No.
time is always second to quality.
Yeah.
So it's important that you focus on the quality, and as I said previously here, that if you want 100% quality, you should always use a correct torque wrench. This is to respect, to understand.
Okay, we have Finland has pressed the button, but
No?
right after I think Finland was just before
Okay.
New Zealand, and there Australia is ready as well. Round of applause for the teams. Challenge number 2. So, the judges are controlling everything, and we are going over to Finland again here. You were first, right? Is that not so? It was very close, but you were first? Finland again. Wow, so both theoretic and practical.
Yeah, we also have Heikki Kovalainen and Valtteri Bottas. So
I love the nationalism there in Finland. It's beautiful. But how do you think the deviation? I mean, you were fast, but was it slippery, this road as well?
yeah, our adjustments weren't as good as we hoped. So
You're testing,
Yeah.
okay. But you could adjust that a little then.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Never know.
You never know. Okay, thank you, Mary. Congratulations, Finland. You were in the lead, fastest for the first 2 challenges. And now we're going to have a short pause, summing up the results, and before the final challenge. And let the judges talk everything through and see how the result is right now for the teams. Meanwhile, we would like to show you a short film clip featuring Europe's most powerful Euro 6 truck engine. In this clip, you're going to see the engine and the truck come to life. It becomes even more obvious why we are celebrating Scania's top-of-the-line service technicians here today. It takes a lot of knowledge and skills to keep the wheels rolling of these advanced trucks. So round of applause for the producers of that film. We have time for one more short film clip as the preparations for the next challenge are still ongoing. In this clip, you can see the powerful Euro 6 truck engine, or the truck being used under extreme conditions. Again, thanks to these skilled service technicians, Scania's customers can always expect the best uptime, no matter under which conditions they are driving.
There are as many challenges as there are trees in the forest. The roads are narrow, the hills are steep, and your load is heavy. You're far from anything close to civilization, and you're left to the mercy of Mother Nature. Every tight curve, every soft ditch, and every rock, log, and low-hanging branch must be taken into account. There's no such thing as a close call. The extreme is your routine. And there is no one else. You are on your own. But you're not alone. You have one of the strongest and most trustworthy companions possible to work with. And you know it will take you anywhere you want to go. It always has, always will. Because a Scania 730 V8 is built to deliver. And when you're strong, you have to take responsibility. That's why Scania's most powerful engine now meets the toughest emission demands in the world without reducing a single horsepower. Leaders move forward by nature, and we never compromise.
Okay, so before we come... Scania Euro 6 truck. Okay, before we're going to see the summing up of all the results and the last challenges, I'd like to take the opportunity to speak a little to the teams. And here we have New Zealand in yellow, the Kiwis. Why is that name, the Kiwis?
It's a national bird of our country.
All right.
Little short thing, fat, with a big long beak.
You don't eat them, do you?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. But how have you prepared for this top team competition?
A lot of study. Like we did our national final 14 months ago.
14?
14.
Yeah, oh, wow.
Started in August last year.
Yeah.
Thailand was...
Sorry?
Thailand.
Thailand, okay.
Was back in April. So we've been studying for the last 14 months.
Wow, and studying in what way? Like
quite a lot of theory.
Yeah.
And our trainer, Russell.
But you've been working as well full time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Full time.
But so when have you been studying? Like
after work.
Yeah.
A couple of hours each week.
Homework.
Yep.
Yeah. Less. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of homework. Too much homework. Or?
Just enough.
But was it? Did you see when you did the theoretic question? Did you think it was a good?
It helps, yeah.
It did.
Yeah, very much so.
Okay. Well, good luck, New Zealand. Thanks for talking to me. And we go over to give them a round of applause. To Australia, where here we are in green. Yeah. Last year, another team from your country, or 2 years ago, won. Do you feel the pressure?
Only a little.
A little, yeah.
A little, that's all.
But do you have a special recipe in Australia for this competition?
Yeah, you can't, that's a secret.
It's secret.
Keep it in-house.
But seriously, how have you prepared?
I think it's just experience, like years of experience with the guys, all work well together, we all back each other up, and work hard.
Yeah, have fun.
Work hard, study hard.
Yeah. You study as well?
Yeah. Play harder.
Play harder. Right. Are there any? What was the hardest challenge? Do you think for the first two challenges? Which one? Even though you didn't.
Probably the questions, I think.
The questions, yeah. Okay. So there's going to be more theoretic studies for the next 2 years.
Definitely.
Okay. Thank you, Australia. And Finland. Can you explain the name Kirkkopuiston sissit?
Well, it's quite hard to translate, but
Yeah.
one of us took a dump in a park last session.
Okay, we won't explain any further on on that name. Okay. So, apart from the name, what makes you a great team then?
Well, we are from a small workshop, so we have worked together as a team for a long time, so that may be
For how
good
many
us.
years? I mean, it's different, but
Well, these guys has worked there about 10 years each. So
10 years, yeah. So a lot of experience here. And you, how long have you worked?
5 years.
5 years. So you're kind of the youngest,
I'm not youngest, but
but least experienced in
Yes.
the team. Okay. But you also have like a hobby apart from fixing trucks. What is that?
yes, one of us has a hobby to old cars, but that's because in Finland cars are so expensive, so that's our hobby to fix old cars.
Yes. So you make money working with trucks, and on your spare time you make money fixing old cars. You save money doing that.
Yeah, save money.
Save money. Yeah. Okay. Any special cars?
Uh,
Is it like antique, really old ones? Or?
I think Peter has 70 from the 70s the cars.
From the 70s?
Yes.
Right.
70s.
Any special model? Are you?
Mostly Volvos.
Oh, sorry, one more time.
Volvo.
Volvo. All right. Well, that was the wrong answer, but okay. We're like one big family here in Sweden. Every brand is perfect. That's great. Okay, so what do you think was the hardest challenge for challenge 1 and 2? Which one?
The one.
The theoretic one. Yeah.
It was very tricky questions.
Very tricky. Oh. Anyone have competed before in the top team challenge? Yes? You? Have you competed before? Yeah? And what if you compare this year to the other years, the challenges? It's okay. Never mind. Never mind. Now, it's okay. Okay, let's go over here to thank you, Finland. Round of applause. They've been fastest for both challenges. That's amazing. So, Australia, we're back here again. You have been here in Södertälje now and see November Sweden. How do you find that?
Cold and wet. Compared to home.
Yeah, are you
Home
longing?
was nice and warm, and we had a bit of rain before we left, but not too bad.
Not too bad. Was there any good experience here in Södertälje? Inspiring?
Oh, it's always nice to go see the factory. R&D is interesting.
Yeah,
The sites,
the site?
it's very interesting.
Yeah? Okay.
Nice place.
So finally we go over to New Zealand and ask one more question here. What is the best thing of being a service technician? Was that so funny? Yeah? Didn't prepare for that one, did you?
No. Good bunch of guys to work with. Is probably
Yeah?
the best thing we have at work.
Yes?
Good social life between us.
Yeah. What do you do after work? Study. Yes. You
For the last 14 months, study.
study
Not a lot,
together,
Not a lot more.
like
Yeah.
one big family.
But yeah.
But you don't fix old cars like the Finnish guys.
No. I work too long to fix old cars.
No. Okay. So, being here in Sweden, how do you find
It's,
Södertälje?
as the Aussie boy said, a little bit cold and a little bit wet.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's a new experience. So
You've never been in Sweden before?
no,
No.
none of us, except for the two old fellas over there. But yeah, so it's a whole new experience for all of us. So we're enjoying whatever we're doing.
Yeah. Okay, and competing like this in your kind of profession, how do you find that?
It's new.
It's new.
different.
Yeah?
Yeah. But
Is it-
it's fun. So we're here doing it. So can't
Yeah,
complain.
you're doing quite well as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can't complain about it.
No? And what do you have any expectations for the last challenge here? Just you see some boxes here.
We have been led on to what we have to do, but we've just got to be the best team on the day.
Okay. So let's see the other teams here. We just have a few minutes left before we're going to have the result. What do you think? What will be the situation, Australia, if we come to the point that you will start first? How would that feel?
Great.
That would feel great. And if you have, maybe you have a lot of penalty time and you will start last. How would that feel?
We just have to make it up.
Yeah.
That's it. You just got to go hard.
You should go hard, definitely. Yeah,
if
there's
you go
only
hard-
place for 2 teams in the final
That's
after
right.
the third challenge. And when you see the boxes, do you have any expectation?
Few parts put together really quick.
A few parts to put together really quick, yeah? And then what?
Hit the button and hopefully get it right and get it on the truck in time.
Get it on the truck, yeah? You're pretty close, yeah? They don't know exactly what they're going to do they? Finland, it feels really great that you we have one Scandinavian country here in the final. Have you been to Sweden before?
Yeah, in a boat.
In a boat? Yeah, that's how we most travel to Finland and Sweden and by boat. But did you ever get off the boat? No.
I don't remember.
No. Wow. Wow, that's fantastic. Yes, those boats. We are. So, what do you think is the best thing being a service technician?
Each day is different, and
What do you mean different from being a doctor? Yeah. Or
yeah, it's different compared to others. Never know what you're gonna get.
Oh, you mean every day is like
Yeah.
a different? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. A challenge every day.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. And I have someone speaking in my ear here at the same time, so I get a little bit confused. But now, if you should say something out, there's a lot of people watching all around the world by live broadcast here. And what would you say to the guys home in Finland about the Facebook competition and things like that? Do you have any friends there?
Probably not.
Yes, you. Yeah, you have. Of course, this is the last seconds they can go in and like you on Facebook.
Yes, of course. You must like us.
Yeah, you must like a lot of friends. That's good. Thank you, Finland. Oh, Harald is back, my savior. Do we have a result?
We have a result.
Brilliant. So tell me everything.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's. I think they did well, but they were a little bit pushing a little bit here in the first competition.
Going too fast?
Yeah, maybe,
you think?
maybe, I don't know. It's maybe a lesson learned. We will see what that
We will
means.
see,
Yeah.
okay. But you have some...
Yeah. I mean, what was your impression?
Sorry,
What was your impression from the team?
Well, I think
As
they're
an
so
outsider.
sympathetic, so I just love them.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
but so I have a very subjective
Okay.
role here. But I think they look really, they have their own personalities coming through their profession, and that is really nice when you feel a personal attachment to the competitions. Now,
Okay.
have I spoken enough?
Yes, I
Yes.
think so. So
Let's get on with the results. Okay,
Yes.
so Australia has to wait 25 seconds until they can start for the next challenge, and Finland has to wait 70 seconds. So New Zealand have 70 seconds advantage.
absolutely. And now we go in to the second stage of the competition, we can say.
Yes. But before that, we're going to roll the intro for the final challenge. Okay, now it's really exciting for the next challenge. That's a more complex task, of course, with several activities. In brief, the teams have to take the parts from the table and identify some parts that might be missing and ask for them from the judges by showing the part number. Put this together and prepare it to be mounted on the trucks, or one truck each, of course. And that is the last challenge, challenge 4. It may sound easy, but there are many possibilities, and they have to find the one that fits exactly in this truck and meet the request from the customer. And all this in an efficient way. The customer and the audience is waiting. Challenge 4 is connecting. Here are the teams. They have to make a complete new game plan. First, they have to define what is needed to do to solve the task, and that is several different things. This task will really show if these teams are top teams. But those of you who have been paying attention, you notice that there are only 2 trucks. Maybe you figured it out? Yes, the 2 fastest teams will get a truck to mount their thing on. So the third team, they unfortunately have to wait. We thank them for the participation. So this is really, are you nervous now? No, you just want to get going now, don't you? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. But when you're ready with your third challenge, what is the team leader supposed to do? Hit the button. You know it by now. And after the judges has controlled station number 3, you're ready. They say, okay, you're ready to go to the truck. Then you can move on to the truck. But here it's important that you don't run around and maybe disturb the other team. So you have to get out of your workstation area in the front and pick a truck. And also, it's important what place they are working at, because you see, if you in the middle, you are furthest from a truck. So, of course, the team that are in the lead, you can choose what position you'd like to start from. So, what position would you like? New Zealand. Where are you standing? You're standing safe right there. Okay, and Australia second, then you can choose. What position would you like? You take Finland's place. So you swap places. You can bring your flag with you, so it's... No, you want to stay here? But you want, yeah, well, you want to work, I don't know which truck you're going to work with, but you want to stay here. Yes, you stay put there. Okay, so no one's changing. That's brilliant.
Confident.
Yes, it goes very
that's
easily.
Good. Yeah.
Like you
Why
like
make things so complicated?
No, exactly. They can choose from both trucks then. They have the same. Okay. So all the teams, you are ready. The judges are ready. Team coordinators, Harald.
I'm ready. I would like to see okay from the
Get an
judges.
okay. And we also have a max time, of course, on this station. And that is 10 minutes. So they have to solve the challenge within.
Okay.
Okay. It's finally time to call the best team in the final of Scania Top Team 2013. Are you ready, teams? No, we got to do that again. Are you ready, teams?
Yeah.
All right. Give them a round of applause. The last challenge of World Final of Scania Top Team 2013. Start now! So now it's only New Zealand who are allowed to start. And you can see the judge have, and they're really looking at what New Zealand is doing now, but they're within their working space, of course, and they're really close to start now. The clock is ticking, and how many seconds was it for? Maybe it was
30 seconds.
30. Yeah, now Australia ready to go. And you can see what technique they have now. Can you tell us something, Harald?
Now, as we said, now it's really important that they have made a game plan. They have to decide who is doing what. You see also that some of the team members, they are on the computers.
Looking for the part numbers.
Looking for the parts that they don't have.
Yes.
They have to ask for that and get the correct parts.
Yes.
That will ask the judges on each station.
And so teamwork, of course, it has been important in every challenge, but why is it even more important in this one?
I mean, here it's really coming up to a real task.
Yes, this is the way they work at
This is the
their
way they
service.
work. And as you see, they must listen to each other. They must make sure that they do. The person who knows this best should
And now
be the one
Finland
who-
is on track as well.
Yes, yes.
Finally, yes. Sorry.
So, yeah, I mean, you must know your team members.
Yeah.
Who is good at that and who is good and another
thing, yeah.
Yeah, so you select the
You
right
split
guy.
the task within the team.
Yes, so you have the right person for the right task.
The right strength at the torque wrench.
Absolutely.
Yes. And what is significant for a good team then? What do you think?
As you saw, they use the torque wrench here to have the correct torque when they're mounted.
Yeah,
Good.
that's good. That's easier.
Yes.
Yes. And significant for a good team. What do you think?
I think here it's really a question of that you have to set the common goal. That
Yeah.
you all agree on that this is what we would like to achieve.
Within
And
the time, we
within-
have to win.
Within the time we have to win, we have to work with this, we have to define what should we do. And then someone who's guiding them.
So now, when they all look at the computer now, why is that, do you think?
Because it's not just to pick any part. They have to pick the one that fits with that spotlight and that fits with this vehicle.
Okay, so they're
And
Googling,
also-
or
and-
they're at your
and al-
homepage, or what are they doing?
They are into a program that we call Multi, where they
Yeah.
find the correct parts. Also connected what vehicle you have.
Yeah, so they
Because-
have to know what vehicle this is, and
And the customer requests. Because
Yeah.
it depends also what the customer wants.
it's not just to mount it, it's also that it will work the way the customer
yes,
wants.
yes, absolutely.
Okay,
to,
so
to
now-
meet the customer demand.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you think the last two challenges here symbolizes for Scania?
I think it symbolizes that you have to work both with the products, with the service, and with the skills and competence. When you put that together, then you are a good partner for our customers.
And now we see they have the first part they're looking for.
Yes,
They showed a number for the judge. And Australia is really, they showed a number as well now.
yes.
So they got okay as well,
They
Australia?
got okay from the judge.
So now Australia is at the same place as New Zealand. They have, isn't that so? They've taken
Yes.
up the same parts now. Wow, this is exciting. It's 6 minutes before
We have also
the max time.
the
and
lights
they
is on. They're working with the lights also on the finish table.
the Finnish guys has got
Yeah.
the parts together. So why, Harald, do you think this profession is so important, service technicians?
I mean, these guys that we see here today, they are the face of Scania. They meet the customer every day. They really make the difference. And it's really important that we give them the best support and also support them to have the best competence to meet the customer demand.
So it's also important that they're nice guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are nice guys.
Yeah, but it's not just being
Uh,
professionally
No,
skilled.
exactly, because I mean, they meet the customer and they have to understand the customer.
Yeah.
Because all our customers are very different. You have everything from the guy we saw on the film driving a logging truck, but you also have the one that drives a school bus.
Yeah.
You have the whole,
Different demands.
spectrum.
And if we're talking a little history then of Top Team, maybe you can tell us a bit about Top Team's history.
I mean, Top Team started already in '89 here in Sweden. or as-
1989.
1989 as a Swedish activity. Then over time it has grown. We have invited more and more countries, first the Nordic countries, and in 2003 we were actually over 40 countries, and now we're adding more and more, and this year we had 63 countries participating globally.
Wow.
So it's really grown to a global activity.
That's beautiful. And what is the idea? How you have created the competition challenges? Why is it exactly these challenges?
It should be a challenge that is, of course, connected to their expertise.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
all-
the first two was a little too tricky.
Yes.
Thinking about it.
No, but I mean, it should work. It should be according to what they do in their daily work, but it also should be inspiring them
Yeah.
that there are things that they maybe don't know, even though they are experts.
Yeah.
And
And there we have New Zealand going first. So the judge is now controlling. Maybe we should get out of the way now, I guess.
I have it here.
Yes. Because and now Australia is pressing. And Finland already, my God. That was quick work from Finland that had so much time penalty. And so New Zealand has got okay, and now Australia is okay as well. Oh, that was... We thank, I guess, Finland didn't get a truck, but that was really close. That's amazing. Give a round of applause for Finland. Yes. Very well worked. That's amazing how close they were.
Yes.
So we now start with another 10 minutes for the fourth challenge, and that is between New Zealand and Australia. And they're the timing is almost the same now, so this can go any way, really.
Have we talked about what the customer wanted?
No. What did they want? They want something about the lights,
Yes.
I expect.
Yes.
Yes? Tell us.
What the customer wanted was actually that we should connect the spotlights to the extra light that we have in the sun visor.
Uh-huh. What does that mean?
That when you engage full beam, you
Yes.
should have the spotlights, but also the lights in the sun visor up there.
Okay,
They
so when they all are lit,
Yes.
then we have a winning team.
Yes.
Is that so?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's not only just to connect
No?
a cable, you have also to tell the vehicle that you're actually going to activate this.
The
So
right.
you have to connect the computer to the vehicle, and you have actually to program the vehicle that it should work like this.
Wow. Okay. Some of you, thank you, Harald. Some of you may not know that Scania's service network consists of more than 1,600 service workshops around the globe. And I'm curious to know more. And I want to invite Christian Levin, Executive Vice President of Scania's Commercial Operations. I did it. Come up on stage.
Thank you, Fredrik.
Thank you, Christian.
Good to be here.
Yes, you're very welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, okay. Christian, we can hang
I'll
out
follow
here
you.
a little.
Yeah.
Yes, that's brilliant. I said the Vice President of Scania's Commercial Operation. What does that mean, actually?
Scania's commercial operations is actually what it sounds like. It's the commercial operations. It's the people who meet with the customers, interface with the customers every day in our system. And we are more than 30,000 people around the globe.
30,000?
More than 30,000 people around the globe. And most of them are actually service technicians, the very group that you see represented here today.
And you are like the head for
I'm
those.
kind of the boss for that, yes.
So
That's my
an
job.
everyday life, what is an every normal day for you? What do you do? You travel around?
I travel a lot,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, for instance, day after tomorrow I will go to Mexico, continue down to Colombia, and then I will spend the rest of the week in Brazil.
Poor
And-
you.
Yeah, for me.
Leaving November in Sweden. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's
But
actually a privilege, yes.
yeah, but why do you have so many workshops then?
Well, this business is all about our customers' profitability. Our customer have vehicles to make money, and those vehicles have to roll. It means we have to be close to the vehicles with our workshops.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we cannot supply that service.
Yeah.
Because it would take too long time, it would cost them too much money if we were far away. So if we're not close, we're not in the market, and someone else will do the business. It's as simple as that.
Okay, but maybe it's expensive as well. How does it work? Is it?
You mean expensive for us?
Oh, I don't know how it works, but
No,
is
of course, it is a big investment to set up a workshop.
Yeah.
So it's something you have to consider really hard.
Yeah.
What would be the perfect solution? How can you reach a maximum
The
amount
area.
of customers in
Yeah.
an area? Absolutely. And of course, we also try to have different kind of performance steps. So workshops, you have the full-fledged super workshop,
Yeah.
but you also have smaller supporting workshops. And we also more and more go into customer workshops and work with our trained technicians in their premises.
Have you been to the workshops where the teams here?
Not all of them,
No,
to
but
be
some of
really
them.
honest. Some of them I have
Some-
been,
yeah.
yes. So,
And what is your impression? Any workshop that is standing out, or you remember especially?
no, I wouldn't want to say that.
No,
but,
you're so political correct here.
no,
Well,
but there are, I think most of our workshops is absolutely fabulous. It's not at all what you would expect. I mean, there is an image of being with old equipment, being dirty, being cold and so on. That's not at all what it's about. It's really much more what you see here. It's
Yeah.
clean, neat environment.
high tech.
It's high tech. It's about computers. It's about skills. And it's about teamwork.
Yeah. And the customers, you said earlier, they appreciate fast service, of course.
Absolutely. Again, it's about making the customer's production equipment work. It's
Yeah.
just like us having here a factory in Södertälje. It needs to work all the time,
Yeah.
or we're not making money. It's exactly the same with the customer's vehicle. So that offering a quick service is actually a real competitive advantage. And that's why we also emphasize speed here.
Yeah.
But also, as Harald said, very important,
Quality.
quality goes before speed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that makes it really important to work with the best people.
Absolutely, and that is the whole point actually with making this top team. It's to underline that it is in the end all about people.
Yeah.
So all of those extremely skilled people, what they do is
Contribute to
that they
the team.
contribute and to the customers' uptime.
Yeah.
So they make our customers more profitable in the end.
And so, the employees then, how do you develop them? Is there a program for developing? If you're-
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah?
So I would say the first layer is really to develop on the job. And one very important thing that we offer, and that is part of the Scania retail system, is that we do improvement work for everyone, so everyone can influence the way they work, so
Yeah.
that there is time set aside every week to do that.
There is?
In the team. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Secondly, we have a fantastic school system, Scania Academy, that is working to train the people e-learning or actually in lessons, like you go to school again.
Live.
Live. And then, of course, I would like to mention this. This is also training.
Yeah.
We have had 8,000 people spending at least 20 hours preparing for this competition.
Yeah.
And that's, of course, training as well.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so there's 4 minutes left, and we see. All right, Australia. No, we see. Is the light on? Is it
Not
controlled?
yet.
No, it's
Not
not.
yet.
It's not yet. They're not ready.
All right.
Still have a little problem there. But soon. Oh, wow, I'm getting really excited here. But we
hard
also
race.
have to mention there is another Facebook competition, and we have some winners there. Ignacio Voyat, Jepton Gap, and Denise Vega. And they won a special collection from Scania. And I want to mention Peru. You had the most likes on Facebook all over.
Peru.
So many friends, Peru. Congratulations. Okay, Harald, I thought the
They-
lights were on now.
Yeah,
Are we-
but
they're
they still have to specify what port number they used.
They have to specify the
Yeah,
pod
yeah,
numbers.
yes.
Okay. So we're still waiting there a little for them. And we see maybe New Zealand is closer. I don't know. The judge is still... We will see. Okay, Christian. Sustainability then, before we have a winner any minute now. It's important both here and now, of course, with sustainability and in every company. But how do you work with that here at Scania?
Well, first of all, I would like to say then that the most of our development money goes to different form of improving our sustainability. So it really, and you think of alternative fuels, the future engine generations, but it's also, of course, also about safety systems, which is coming more and more into play. I would like to underline, though, I think
We have a winner!
think we have a winner.
Congratulations, Australia! Wow! Fantastic! Australia! Come here, guys! Come here! Brilliant! Wow! That was... Come the team, Australia, get here, come here, you're the winner. Let's hear an ovation for the winner, Australia! Scania Top Team 2013, the second year, my God! What are you like, guys? Woo! Oh,
Well done.
Here you get the big cup, the team leader, Australia. Woo! Oh, how do you feel?
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Well,
Believe it. Awesome.
well, and
The best experience ever.
the best. Fantastic. Why do you think you won?
Just teamwork. Never give up.
Never give up.
Just never give up. Keep going.
You didn't start the first, but were you stressed?
No, not really.
Not really.
We knew we could do it.
Yes.
We knew
Oh.
we could make up the difference.
Yes, you made a difference. So congratulations, Australia. Christian, you're gonna hand over here
Yeah,
the
there's a small
50,000
contribution
euros.
to the team.
Thank you for watching the final winner of Scania Top Team, the world champions of Scania Top Team 2013. Thank you for watching. Australia, congratulations!
You guys are incredible. Again, really congrats. Fantastic.
Want to thank the audience here. Please stay a little more. Hello? Yes. We congratulate Australia, of course, but we also have a second and a third prize as well. So please stay here for a little while, and we also take the opportunity. Christian, do you have? Yes, there you are. Yes, the second prize is to New Zealand.
I'm waiting for it.
Yes. That's. Is it 30,000 euros? I think. Yes. New Zealand, congratulations. Here is your prize as well. Second place, very well done. Fantastic job. Here, Christian, hands over. 30,000 euros.
Who's taking what?
And a second place cup.
And? Fantastic, well done.
And we have the third prize as well for Finland.
It was damn close. Huh?
Congratulations, New Zealand, if you come over here. And Finland, please join in.
Well done.
Front of the...
Thanks.
Feel the cup.
Nah, it's great. Really.
It's amazing how close you were, starting so many seconds after, and you were really, that was fantastic job. Finland, third prize. Really great, guys. Well worked. 20,000 euros. Yeah. Sweden is proud. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. It's been amazing what a live audience can do for the spirit and energy in the Scania atmosphere here. I just want to say to the teams, the 7 teams in the audience, if you can stay here, we're going to photo and stuff, but all the rest of you, you are so welcome to exit right now. Thank you for coming to Scania's Top Team 2013. Thank you very much. Thank you, Harald. Thank you, Christian. And congratulations, all the top finalists.